Dice Legends! Hey guys, we are just in the middle of our setup. I thought, because it was you guys of all people who decided to come and raid us, that I would give you guys a very personal, how you doing? Good morning, my excellent and wonderful friends. Guys, if you do get a chance to, please, 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 stand up, go and follow these lovely New Zealand folk called Dice Legends. You know, I hear they're pretty freaking swell. You know, I hear from very credible sources, aka myself, that they are a fun, interesting, amazing group of talented role players, musicians, and artists who gather together to appreciate all things nerdy and gamey. So please go and check out Dice Legends and all of that cool stuff. The Hid, my excellent friend, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you and your community enjoy your stay here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. We're just about to get started. Actually, yeah, we're pretty much ready to get started. So I'll be doing my intro in just 2 seconds. But yeah, stick around, have a good time. We'll see you in a second. Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Curse of the Crimson Throne, our adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing people who are not on my screen, which we will figure out in just a moment. But I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having a spectacular time. I know I am. And yeah, we are playing a amazing adventure that is originally a Pathfinder 1st Edition adventure that we are repurposing for a 2nd Edition campaign. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello, folks at home.
Hello, folks at home.
Yeah, okay, well, it's so good to see some of your smiling faces, as well as a new player who is going to be joining us today. We have none other than the one, the only, Cookiemon Steve joining us as a new character, which will be, we'll talk about in just a moment. So there you go. Okay, let me just have a quick look here. Does that help? No. Does that help? Let me just double check something real quick. Okay. That looks like the right thing. Okay. Can I get... I'll figure it out in just a moment. I will. In the meantime, let's just do a quick intro. First of all, we have, of course, our lovely sponsors, who we thank for all of the cool, fun, and amazing things that they provide to us, such as, of course, oh, I think I know what I've done wrong. Hold on. Sorry, 2 seconds. Okay. Refresh. Does that work? No. Okay, dang it. Anyway, as I was saying, we have, of course, the sponsors to thank. We have Hero Forge for the wonderful artworks you can somewhat see on screen. And you have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice. And you have Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects that you'll hear throughout the course of the game. Now, going back to this real quick. Our heroes, there we go, are on a quest and adventure to return back to their city, otherwise known as Corvosa. And this journey is a perilous one. But of course, no journey is complete or interesting without, of course, our lovely and amazing characters to make the story more full, filled with plots and dramas. Even when those don't exist, they are created by these amazing people. And let us start let's start with none other than our wonderful and amazing Dragon Slayer Unok, played by Marcus, the storyteller. Marcus stepped away. So Marcus will come back. We then have Agnes, who is played by our dear friend Laura Bones.
Oh, hello, dearies. It's me, Laura Bones, here, your psychic mum. Just out here looking for a date and trying not to die before it.
That's true. And how's that going for you?
Terribly, if I've got to be perfectly honest with you.
Fair. I mean, yeah, fair. Well, I mean, here's an interesting question. If you were to go on a date with someone, right, where would Agnes like to take them?
Honestly, at this point, the most utterly boring place that I could think of where nothing ever happens.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah, you're just going to a quarry. That's it. Oh, look at the people breaking rocks. It's a simple life, but boy, is it theirs.
Isn't that when a rock falls on your head
How
then?
about we just sit here and watch this paint dry on this wall here for a wee bit?
Yep, that's it. Have some tea. Agnes, you're shaking. The portraits start bringing you PTSD of Curse of Strahd. Okay. I'm alive. Okay. Then, of course, we have Dante, played by our dear friend Raikon.
Hello, I am Raikon playing Dante, the Kitsune Druid from the local Corvosa forests. And really difficult time with all this traveling we've been doing.
True.
More downs than ups at this point in time.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But, I mean, hey, you're on the path of helping everyone and saving folk. That has to mean something.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Okay. And then, of course, we have a new character, but, of course, a familiar face to the channel. We have Cookie Mon Steve with their new character, Ray.
Hello. So, my character's name is Ray. You'll find out more about him later. When we actually meet him, probably.
True. You excited for today?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice, nice.
It'll be interesting and entertaining. What can we say? And I'm really looking forward to the love story.
Oh, yeah. And,
I just broadcast, sorry.
And then we have, of course, playing the role of Alizaro, we have the amazing Cass.
Hello, everyone. I am Cass. I am playing Alizaro. She is an awakened secretary bird who is currently grappling for her life with Boo Boo the bear.
That's true. Is there more you would like to say about Alizaro's history, past, pension, for those of us in the audience who may not necessarily have been in the campaign for a while?
So Alizaro met the party after her horse got stolen, and then she decided to chase them down to try to find her horse. And things have just continually kept happening after that point. And yeah, I'm very interested to see how everything plays out. And also, she just loves people. I will say that she does love people, even if she's not the best at showing it right now.
Well, that's fair. Also, ignore the thing that's happening in the background.
And it's more foreground than background, to be fair, but you know,
That's true.
it's covering over your marvelous hat.
Oh no, not my marvelous hat. Okay.
There we go. Oh,
Oh, that's me. Hello. Okay. So that's
my
working.
eyeball's bleeding again.
It is. It is. Okay. So, so that is clearly working. Hmm. Hmm. How does it know? Like, the code works on my stuff, but why doesn't it work on your stuff? That is so interesting and so weird. Huh. All right. I guess. Sorry, if you would just give me 2 seconds to line this up. I'm just gonna do a Discord call with my players and do this the other way. Damn, I really thought I'd figured it out just then.
Oh, yeah, no, you need to be in the same voice call as them.
Well, you shouldn't need to, because you should be able to.
Yeah. Something you could do as well is just lower Discord audio all the way down for people in the call. Like not or lower their volume completely.
Oh yeah, let's try that too. Okay. Oh look, you're still there.
Yeah, because all it needs to do is pick up, hey, the person is talking, and that is, I'm in Unok's spot.
And Dante has turned into a soldier.
Yes, we have Private Allen has arrived.
Okay.
No, Dante
Oh my
attained a
gosh.
new disguise.
What have I done? Apologies for the tech issues. We will fix them. In the meantime,
No, I think this is great for the rest of the session. You know,
all right. In the meantime, however,
you have
Marcus.
to play Unok, and you have to play Sergeant whoever he is.
He has to play a first edition mythic character in second edition.
All
You
right.
might be able to get Boo Boo off of Alizaro then.
Cool. Marcus, walk us through the rewards for being on this stream and being a cool and lovely and amazing audience member.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's see, I can remember this.
Channel points.
Oh, the channel points? Or all of them?
I'm giving you a hint to help you get started. We start with channel points.
Right. Yeah, so if you watch Deg's streams, you can give us stuff via channel points, like insight bonuses and inspiration to help us players not die fast, and to help Michael kill us faster.
Actually, none of the channel points are harmful to PCs.
The divine intervention can be if they're
Nope.
they're
If you read it, it
sneaky.
can only be used to help players.
It says force jam to re-roll last d20. I've used it to make you re-roll a low roll.
No, that's true. That's true.
We've done it
I
as
would
well.
also suggest a wandering boss might be potentially harmful.
Wandering boss could be up to anything. We don't know that.
Yeah. So subscribers get more of the little points that you can use of the channel points, so that way it helps Dag out more too. Um, then there's the donated uh, stuff you can help for Dag's survival check to help him survive the month. For $5, it is a you can donate a hero point to us players, which are the little red emblems that allow us to petition Dag for nonsense, like using my spear to teleport, or to help us reroll, or stave off death by staying at 1, which we use a lot. Or you can give Dag Jinx points, which helps his monsters not get completely wrecked, or to counter our hero points because he is evil like that. For $10, you can do a plot twist or heroic action. Plot twists will throw wrenches in the work for Dag because converting a first edition game to second edition isn't hard enough. Gotta add some extra plot twists in a module that says you go from here to here to here. Or heroic actions, which let us do really cool things. I can't remember half of them, but I remember one was like it lets you end a status effect on another player, and we can use those as free actions or reactions, I believe. For $20, you can grant us players or Dag himself a natural 20, which is just what it is. It's a natural 20. Lets us do cool shit. For $50, you can also give one of us players a magic item from our wish list, or you can work with Dag to create a magic item. Can be anything cool, like really cool. Or you can buff the boss because, like, we don't struggle enough from fighting creatures already. But boss buffs are really cool. It makes things more interesting in the end, provides really cool storytelling opportunities. And then last but surely not least, there's the $100 secret menu item, which varies game to game, week to week, and I don't know what this week's is.
Well, let me tell you, today we have for our secret menu item, because guys, keep in mind the $100 donation is a massive donation. It is a huge support for the channel and the things that we do here. So as you guys know, our heroes are currently dealing with the revenge of Yogi and Boo Boo, two couriers who our group was traveling with up to a certain point that they were eventually abandoned, felt abandoned, and had finally managed to confront our PCs over their, basically being thrown to the wolves. This, however, was taken as a bit of a mistake, and things were winding down up until the point where Alizaro's animal instincts kicked in, and she ended up in a plummeting deathlock with Boo Boo. So now that fight is currently going, we also have, from the desk of our audience, a wandering boss coming in. And you know what's even better than one wandering boss? That is two wandering bosses. So, for the sake of today, while Boo Boo is trying to be talked down and the like, we will have not one, but two boss level encounters that our heroes will face upon this journey. And you, our lovely audience member, will get to decide what the boss encounter is going to imply. So, as you can see, our heroes, who are coming from the hold of Belkson, have encountered Boo Boo and Yogi somewhere here in kind of like the forested area just south of Kayamaga. Now, we do have a lot of places, including the riverways, and more of the temperate forest to explore. But if you guys want giants, we throw in giants. You guys want dragons, we'll throw in dragons. So whoever donates the $100 secret menu item gets to decide and choose a boss fight for our heroes. Now, this boss fight can also be an avian boss fight. So something hunting Alizara from the sky. This thing could be a dragon for Unok to hunt, or hey, it could be a something from like the tarot readings that Agnes produces. Millions of different options here. Now, our hero's party level is 12, so I will only be accepting bosses up to CR 14. And if you want to have a browse of the catalog, you can look at Archives of Nethys in order to decide what you would like to throw in. Because yes, we have a wandering boss, and the wandering boss will join in already. But that is our secret menu item. Thank you very much, Marcus. Also, welcome in, Catchy Catchers. Good to see you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a very, very long time, but it is a pleasure as always. Now, I think we're good. We guys good? Yeah? Should we get started? Do we have any donations to process? We do. We have, let's see, Schooly Eyes Wandering Boss. And we have the GaryCon guys who have raided in with 49 people. Guys from GaryCon. GaryCon, you guys are amazing. Always wonderful to see you guys. I hope you guys are doing well and winding up for another amazingly festive season this year. For those of you who haven't been to GaryCon or who have had a chance to go and explore it, GaryCon is one of the premier celebrations of all things tabletop role-playing games. It commemorates the forefather of a lot of the role-playing games, Dungeons and Dragons, with a bunch of amazing folks in America. And yeah, it's a pilgrimage for many, and a really great way to pay homage to the thing that we all love. So yeah, go check out GaryCon. GaryCon Live is run also by a bunch of talented and amazing performers, and constantly have materials for people to really sink their teeth into. Whether you're new, whether you're old, go and check it out. It's a lot of fun over there. Schooly Eye, with the $40 donation, has donated for a natural 20 for Daggerino. Thank you, Schooly Eye. A hero point for Unok. All right, let's give you that hero point, Unok.
It's going to be sucked up so fast today. I can already feel it.
We have a hero point for Alizaro. And we have the first plot twist from our deck of plot twists. All right, here we go. The first plot twist.
Broke.
Interesting. Okay. Magic moment. Our plot twist is magic moment. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but it's going to happen, that's for sure. All right. Magic moment. Done and done. You guys ready to play some games?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right. So, when last we left our epic adventurers, our heroes, a group of Corvosan adventurers, I guess we're going to call you guys. I feel like that's an appropriate...
We are something.
You are something. A group of people thrown together
we
by
are definitely
fate.
not heroes.
Oh God, no. No, I'd never use that word. Thrown together by fate, have banded together in order to try and overthrow an evil queen known as Iliosa. Someone who has been responsible for the murder of her husband and the downfall of her city. Whether it's unleashing a plague, de-establishing the city guard, inviting cutthroats and assassins to stand by her side, Queen Iliosa has all but gone mad with power. But it is not entirely her fault. For atop, adorned her crown, is the Crown of Fangs, an artifact made from the bones of the ancient dragon Kazavron, a villainous creature whose life essence was so strong, so virile, that the Shawanti tribesmen and fallen soldiers who managed to fell the great beast broke their body apart and separated them, hoping to never bring them back. But alas, 'twas not to be, as Korvosa was built around the very shrine that the crown was built on, and it made its way to the royal family, and eventually Iliosa. But our heroes were not about to be defeated. Journeying across the plains and over the Cinderlands, through and into the lands of the holds of Belkzen, our heroes managed to raid Scarwall, an old and abandoned outpost, and acquire Sathrethriel, Sam Shmani Meli Feni Meni
I think you were close. I think it's Serethriel.
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 Right. An ancient and powerful blade that was used to fell Khazavron in the first place. If anything could destroy the crown, it was that blade. Armed now with a weapon that can truly help them once and for all, our heroes now journey back to Korvosa. But the journey back is turning out to be as perilous as the journey to get the sword. Stopped by their former awakened bear companions, Yogi and Bubu, our heroes now engage in a frightful conflict with their two former allies. Yogi, having been pulled aside by Agnes, has been calmed down somewhat, but Bubu, who has heard Alizaro's rather vicious statement on wishing to bring harm to him and his bestest pal, Bubu has no intention of allowing this cruel and unspeakable bird, to bring harm to his best friend Yogi, and has lunged into an attack, which is where we begin today's session. All right. So we continue from aloft as Alizaro beats their wings, trying to shake off a small bear that is currently, not really grappling, but just sort of clinging to our large avian friend. Agnes, you were in the tree line as you look up and can see the conflict. You see blood raining down over the forest. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Panic momentarily because I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, you were just having a nice conversation with
right, just in the forest having a nice little chit chat, and then all of a sudden, bedlam was going on apparently that we weren't aware of.
That's fair. That's fair.
Thought you could trust roll. That is like, perhaps I should have worded, take care of the bear a little differently. How far, high in the sky are they?
25 feet. I used movement to go. I think I went up 25 feet.
Okay, but I'm a distance away from you, so that's fair enough, but...
I'd say you're about 45-ish feet away. Because you did sort of come back,
Well, okay, to be fair, my message cantrip goes 500 feet now, to be honest. So, she's going to cast a message to Alizaro in the air and just go, dearie, what are you doing? This is not quite what I meant. You can whisper back if you're capable. If not, it doesn't matter. You can just ignore it. It's entirely up to you. But that's what you hear in your head.
The question is, in this animalistic state, would she even be able to understand the message?
That's entirely on you.
Then no,
Yeah,
she
because it is an
wouldn't.
actual message. It's not telepathic, so there's no visuals.
Okay.
It's like a whisper in your ear. It's as if I'm just whispering in your ear, even though I'm like on the ground, if you know what I mean. Like it's a very
Okay.
quiet whisper. Yeah.
No response, and she does not like she doesn't understand the words at all. You may as well just be blowing static at her for all that she understands the message.
All right, Agnes. You feel like something's wrong. Like differently wrong. Like not wrong as in like, oh, there's something happening, but more like that doesn't feel like Alazaro.
So Agnes is then going to. I think then she's going to move to be like closer, so that she's like underneath Alazaro and Boo Boo, so that she feels like she's in a more of a position to, I don't know, do something if it goes very more badly than it already is. Because
Sure.
she's not entirely sure whose blood it is that's driven out the sky either, to be honest with you.
Oh, both. Actually,
Alright.
mostly Alazaro's. I think Boo Boo's unharmed. Actually.
Agnes is
Yeah.
like, yes, definitely bird blood. She licks it. Not really, no.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
All right. As you make your way underneath, we then go to Boo Boo's turn. Boo Boo is going to use his maul ability as one action, which gives him some extra damage, and is going to continue to claw and bite. With his first claw on Alazaro, still digging. Ooh, a miss! Oh no! He'll use his second attack for another claw. That's better. All right. All right. As that claw hits you, he grabs onto like kind of like the place where your neck and your shoulder connects, and sort of digs his claws deep and snarls as he kicks you and claws at you. He's hanging on, but Alazaro, you're again trying to just keep afloat and try to get at him as well. Meanwhile, on the ground, you hear Yogi go, "Hey, Boo Boo buddy! Listen, it's not worth it. Calm down. Remember your breathing exercises. In through the nose, out through the mouth. It can't be that bad. I swear, if you come down safe, I'll get you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich." Oh boy, I could go for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right now. He looks around. He like takes off his hat, pulls out a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Ooh, that's really good. Hey, Boo Boo, you don't know what you're missing out. You should, leave that bird alone and come down and join me for a sandwich. There's no response from Boo Boo. As we then go to... Oh, look at that. We pan away from this scene. Once I turn the music off. Thank you. And instead find ourselves by a campfire. There, what looks to be a small raccoon-like creature, maybe? Seems to be prodding a fire that contains several fishes that are being grilled over the open flame. Cookie, could you describe your character, please?
Oh, sure. That wasn't expected. Yeah. So, Ray is a Tanuki, which is a raccoon-type person. He's a little tall for a Tanuki. He stands 4'1". Still just under 100 pounds. Unlike some of his brethren, he actually has much more traditional raccoon coloration than a lot of them do. But that's partly why he's especially proud of his looks.
Nice.
He's wearing armor, and that's about it.
Beautiful.
Probably has the armor off.
As you sit there and prepare lunch, you recall a conversation that you were having with a very old and familiar friend. Field Marshal Cressida Croft. Or simply Cressida now, that she is no longer Field Marshal of the now disbanded Guards of Corvosa. Ray, thank God you're here. Come in. You pull yourself into what looks to be a small bunker in the dead warrens of Corvosa, a hidden place where usually the downtrodden, destitute, and desperate cling to whatever criminal lives they have, but now a seat for the resistance that fight against Iliosa in the city of Corvosa. Were you spotted coming through?
No, I don't think so.
Good. The Grey Maiden patrols are relentless. They're becoming more and more brazen, digging deeper and deeper into the city. We've lost contact with 3 more agents this morning.
That's not good.
I've called you here for a favor. There are other allies in this fight, ones who have gone in search of hope among the Shawanti tribes. I know that Thousand Bones is a dear friend, and I wouldn't want to suspect any foul play, but I also cannot leave things to chance. I need to know if that hope we were seeking is real. If things stay as they are, the Queen is going to win, and our resistance is going to be destroyed. I need you to travel through the hinterlands and seek these people out.
Yes, ma'am, I can do that. Who am I looking for?
At this point, 2 familiar faces walk in. That of Quinn and Padrick. They both greet you and begin to describe the other members of their group. A fairy with striking hair. A woman psychic with matronly features. A foxman. And a
Hell Knight.
Hell Knight. With a spiraled mask. Yeah, you just don't approach them quickly. They tend to they tend to attack first and ask questions never.
People after my own heart, then.
Well, I mean, if anyone's gonna be there for the job, it'll definitely be you, Ray. Look, I don't know if it'll help, but here, take this with you. Quinn dives into her pouch and provides you with
Yay, Quinn.
Let's see, what's a good thing? Oh, yeah, this one. I'm going to equip you with this. Ciao, ciao. Thank you for joining us. Forge of Lore, you bloody beautiful legend, you. Rest well, my excellent friend. Also, if you get a chance to, please go check out our friend, DM Steve from Forge of Lore. Where is your character?
Oh, there's
Somewhere
many of
there.
them.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. Okay. She provides you with an item that I am now dragging and dropping onto your character sheet.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay. If they have trouble believing you, that will, that should help prove who you are.
Yes. I believe you could be correct. No one gives this up.
Well, if I am to maintain my new identity, then that's not something I can really be carrying around. It gives a little bit away. But I wish you luck. At this point, Cressida steps forward as well and hands you a scroll of teleportation. She says, it is anchored to the city already. Just have them gather, and you can teleport them.
Okay. Where in the city will we come in?
That's just it. I cannot guarantee where in the city you will come in.
Understood.
Straight to the throne room. No.
As long as
No,
it's not the sewers.
hopefully not.
I'm fine. As long as it's not the goddamn sewers. Because that would be just our luck.
Thanks, Agnes. You just guaranteed where we're appearing.
Right?
Jinxing it, man.
Bottom of the lake. No.
All right. Good luck and Godspeed.
Ma'am, I shall do my best.
At this point, we go back now, forward in time, to Ray eating one of the fish that has been grilled to perfection on the skewer with just a little bit of salt. When you hear the commotion nearby, you hear screeching and growling.
Oh boy. That sounds like people that I suppose I'm going to have to go do something and check on. So, that is my job.
Drawing your blade and placing your armor on, you quickly hastened yourself through the forests. You'll arrive in the next round.
Okay.
Unak.
Fairness, I'm my morning star.
Oh yeah, sorry, Morningstar. My apologies.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to change that. Yep, I'll do that in a second. Anyway, it's fine. Okay. Unak.
Unok's not really sure what to do. He's watching. He's watching Ro just go feral on a bear who was kind of decent to us and was gonna calm down, and now they're just swiping at each other. The last time someone transformed and went feral, he nearly died. As he kind of looks at Dante for just a little bit before turning to Agnes. You realize that if I throw my spear, I might end up killing one of them. So what's the plan here?
I think you need to be
Agnes
clear
opens
about.
and closes her mouth like several times, and then just goes, "You know what? A giant bird and bear wrestling in the sky has never really come up on the list of things that I generally plan for."
Well, all right then. Let's hope it doesn't kill her. And he's just gonna huck his spear at Ro.
All right, make your attack. Well, actually, sorry. Before then, we have to do the consensual checks. because this is effectively PvP at this
Yes.
point.
Yes.
So, Cass,
I would also like to non-lethal if that's like possible with.
Not a problem. Cass, how you feeling?
I consent. I literally DM'd Marcus and was like, "Do it. Go for it.
Cool.
If you
Not
want to
a
throw the spear,
problem.
throw it."
Brilliant. Not a problem. All right, go for broke.
All right.
All right. The spear flies up and clips Alizaro.
Let's hope it doesn't do too much.
All right, 25 points of damage as the spear clips Alizaro in the side.
And then because it has the returning property, it immediately returns back to his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm gonna non-lethal to just sort of, because knowing that knocking Dante out of the crocodile was what saved them, he's hoping to do the same thing.
Sure. Unfortunately, a miss.
Yep.
All right.
I got one more in me. That's no, not +2. Come on, it's supposed to be minus. I doubt it'll.
Alas, another miss.
That is indeed, and he's gonna, while whipping his spear at her, he's yelling at her to calm down. You know it's bad when the barbarian is telling you to calm down.
I mean, you're not wrong. Speaking of, we then go to Alizaro.
All right, so Alizaro up in the air, Boo Boo in hand, going absolutely wild. Her eyes dilate. There is no color left in her eyes. Her pupils are just the entirety of her eye at this point. Her feathers are fluffed to the max. Her head are completely fanned out. She is fully committed to getting this thing bare. And with her throat being grappled and stuff, she's actually not making a ton of noise. So she will claw talon Boo Boo. And let's hope I can roll this onto Boo Boo in the tracker. There we go. Yeah.
All right, a solid hit on Boo Boo.
Yeah, damage on Boo Boo. Yeah. Interesting.
All right, no damage to Boo Boo.
All right.
How is the talon bludgeoning?
That's what we put in there.
Good question.
Would it make a difference is the real question.
Yeah, she is animalistic. She is absolutely feral at this point. She can't really get, because of where Boo Boo has her grappled by the throat, she can't bend her head the right way to like beak him. Mm-hmm. So she's gonna go again with the talon.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. She's gonna hero point that one. And try again.
All right, go for the hero point.
Yeah. Jesus. All right. It's this.
All right, how's the lemonade?
No? How's the lemonade?
Yeah, you've got all those lemons with your dice rolls.
Yep. I do. Well, she's got one more at a lower penalty, but she's gonna do it anyway because she's just trying to get him. Her instinct is survival, self-preservation. She is not understanding anything. If she hears Unoc, it would be background noise.
In which case, let me, if I may, throw a little bit of insight here. With animals, especially particular types of animals, hunting and survival are two separate instincts.
So she's hunting. Okay.
So right now, she was hunting. If she is switching to survival, she would simply retreat. That's even crocodiles, which are ambush predators.
Yep.
The way that predators work is that they will measure how many calories they need to spend on a creature trying to capture it and eat it, versus like potential injuries that may affect hunting for the future or stuff like that. It's why things like crocodiles won't fuck with hippos, right? They'll just be like, nah, I'm good, right? Like, we're good, fam. Have that. But that's just the nature of of those sorts of things. So in this particular case, if there is a sense of danger, Alizara may find a way to retreat, and if they can't retreat, then go back to attacking.
All right. In that case, feeling the grip in her throat and sensing, kind of getting a sense of how injured she actually is in the chaos, what would it... You know what? I will actually describe this instead of asking. She's going to, for her last action, she is just going to use her 25 feet to get as close to the ground as humanly possible. And while she is still in that pupils dilated, feathers out state, she is trying to kind of land on the ground because that instinct is kicking in. If she falls, she's probably going to die. So that's where she is switching to survival.
Okay. Not a problem. All right. As you go to land, Dante, you're up next.
Oh boy. To see if I can try to get the both of them out of their mental state to some extent. He is going to use his wild shape and transform into a dragon, and then trying to at least intimidate one of them to back down.
Okay, make an intimidate check.
I would like to use Hero Point.
You may use a hero point. Oh, that's pretty good. What lovely guys.
I like that. I like that more than the other one.
You guys are level 12, right?
Yes.
All right, that will succeed. Both are afraid as Dante, a practiced druid, uses a stern tone. Boo Boo, who is not feral, seems a lot calmer and is going to let loose of Alizara's throat now that they're closer to the ground. What is Alizara's response?
As Boo Boo lets go, she is gonna let up on not drop Boo Boo, but kind of take the threat out and just hold on to him so he doesn't fall as they're moving to the ground.
Oh no! He's gonna do this as he get to the ground.
Oh, he's gonna do it as you get to the ground.
Yeah.
In that case, once he's safe, she is gonna kind of just hover over and away and she's still very much in that retreating, panicky mode at this point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think we're out of combat at this point. So, kind of all at the same time, this is what's going to happen. Agnes, you watch as Yogi goes over and inspects Boo Boo. Boo Boo is unharmed, so there's, kind of like a certain calm. But you can tell that Boo Boo is starting to say stuff like, uh, well, look, Yogi, I didn't want to, but she kept saying how she was gonna kill us and how she really wanted to like make sure we died and things, and I just couldn't trust her. I don't like her, Yogi. Urgh. And Yogi's like, it's okay, buddy. Don't worry about him. Here, have this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Ah, thanks.
I haven't
Thanks, Yogi. It's just the crust, though. Yeah, I don't know what happened in the middle bit, but, it's still pretty good. You gotta eat that crust. Yeah.
Right. So we're all calmed down now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Ro doesn't look particularly calm. So Agnes will kind of walk over and see if Alazaro stays or whether she's still just fleeing. She's gonna... Not in
Alizaro's
a threatening fashion. She's
Yeah.
just walking towards you.
Yep. Alazaro is still afraid of Dante for the time being, but take with that what you will. Cass.
All right. I wasn't sure who was going first.
You.
My apologies.
Yep.
So, at this point, Ro is shifting out of kaiju form. She is shrinking down, and she is just putting pressure as she shrinks down and gets like use of her hands back. She is just grabbing her throat and trying to use her hands to staunch the bleeding of her throat. And her feathers are still fanned out and her frills are still up, but she is not doing anything offensive. She is literally just grabbing throat, trying to staunch.
As soon as Agnes is within 30 feet, if you let her get that close, she will attempt to cast the Soothe spell on you. With a level 2, I guess. We just kind of want to stop bleeding. I don't know how badly wounded you are at the moment.
I'm pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Oh yeah.
We'll drop a small heals
That's
on
bad.
to just try and like at least stop the worst of the bleeding. As you kind of like I don't know how many times Agnes has healed you, to be fair, or whatever, but it generally kind of just feels like a sort of a gentle warmth, like you're being hugged, because it's a psychic spell, so it's like a mental thing. It washes over your mind. It also gives you a bonus to +2 to save to mental effects. I don't know if that'll help at all, but yeah, it literally soothes the mind as well as giving healing. So, yeah, she'll throw that out on the way in.
Is Agnes coming closer, or is she staying back at the 30-foot mark?
She'll stay at the 30-foot mark for now, just to see what it does. Like, if you still look like you're dying, then she might be like, Dante, I might need more help.
At this time, seeing that everyone isn't trying to go at each other's throats, Dante will shift back and then start coming forward.
Okay. Is anybody getting closer than 30 feet or so?
Dante would be, mainly because it would be faster than using a spell.
If you try and get close to Ro, Agnes will hold out an arm and just go, not yet.
All right, given the 30-foot distance, I don't know if you'd be able to see how dilated her eyes are. But she is kind of on her knees, kind of bent over, still, even with the heel still grabbing at her throat. And all you hear out of her is very kind of like strained chittering, no words, and no attempt to be the sociable catty bird that you would normally know her to be. All you hear is very faint, like distressed chittering and cooing, and she is just grabbing her throat. And now that the action is over, her feathers are kind of drooping and her wings are folding in. So it's kind of like she's giving us herself a hug with her wings and kind of tucking into herself.
Sorry.
Ah, are you okay, Ro?
You don't have to speak, you can just nod or shake your head.
Oh no, I'd very much like her to speak, dearie.
Might have problems if she's been holding her throat.
Again, as you ask that and say that, you do very loosely see her frills come in, but still the distress cooing and chittering, and a vague sense, like from the distance that y'all are at, just a vague sense that maybe she's not quite going to be able to speak just yet. And she's still very much curled in on herself, not looking at anybody. She is staring like vacantly at the ground, her eyes blown out and pupils fully dilated still.
You know what she reminds me of? I remember that time when Justina come running in the house. She must have been, 12, 13 years old, and she was clutching this poor wee bird that she'd rescued from one of the street cats. And I swear, she looks just like that thing did.
I might be able to at least do something at this range. At least do some decency of healing. Uh, he is going to cast Heal Animal. I had done some research. They are still considered the animal trait.
All right, I'll allow it.
And we're going to do this one since I have to do it at range.
With that round of magic, I would imagine at that point she's healed enough to where the wound on her throat isn't like gushing.
The wound
So
wasn't gushing in
she
the first place. Unless you have bleed
wasn't.
damage, it doesn't, like...
Oh,
Because that's...
I
Doesn't
was.
matter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, blood falling out of the sky, I assume she was gushing, so that's on me.
I'm gonna say it doesn't mean you don't think your throat has.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
With that,
It's
if
still an open wound.
he would, yeah, he would feel the wound kind of healing up, and then she'd slowly let go of her throat, slowly kind of unfurl the wings and try to talk. And when she tries to talk, it's just like this barking noise, kind of like a guinea. If you've ever heard like what a guinea bird sounds like, it's kind of like that. But she starts breathing and trying to regulate her brain at this point.
Anyone is welcome to interact at this point.
I was just trying to decide how sassy I wanted Agnes to be, but I think if she sees Alzaro trying to talk,
That's true.
Agnes
But
just
I'll,
kind of just goes. But I feel like Agnes has talked enough as well. So if anybody else wants to,
Unok's just gonna be kind of patrolling around the little area with the noise of two fighting animals. Who knows what could potentially be drawn to it? So he's just gonna kind of guard the little camp area, if we can even call it a camp at this point.
sure. That leaves you, Dante.
Yeah, I know.
I will point out to the folks who do not have cameras on, because we cannot see your expressions or read your minds, the dead silence looks like either you're muted, you're not talking, or you're waiting for someone else.
Yeah. Zara, would it be alright if I came closer?
You get a very subtle like head bob. That could be interpreted as a nod, but she's still not speaking or communicating in the way that you've seen her do before.
Coming closer, but he'll take his time more for her benefit and gently begin looking her over, seeing what wounds she has, and proceed to start working on them.
Didn't you just do a heal check?
What?
I said, didn't you just do a heal check?
I did spell.
Ah, okay. Yep. Very well. Make a heal check. Ooh. The wounds are pretty grievous.
Yeah. I will then begin working on her.
oh good, we're gonna have to amputate.
What?
My God.
Wait, wasn't that your treat wounds?
No, I was checking on to see how bad the wounds were.
So you were just looking at them, no intention of treating them?
I was going to, but I was like
Yeah,
I
no,
said, I
that's
was
not
going
how
to
that-
check.
that-
No,
that-
I worded it
Yeah,
as
no,
I was
no,
checking
we
to
don't-
see how bad the wounds were.
As in you were making a check to see how damaged she was?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pass that. Very well. Alright, carry on. In which case, she doesn't actually look that damaged. According to my thing, she is currently in the green. Which means she actually looks injured, but not that injured.
I still rolled a critical, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, is that what you would do? Because, I don't know, it feels like you're trying to jank my system here. Because if someone's not...
I mean, if you want me to, I will do a lower roll.
No, it's not that. It's not that at all. Keeping in mind, you can only ever treat... Because, how can I put it? You are expending resources, yeah? With your healing kits every time you're using a heal check?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Nope.
yeah. I was like brain fumbling because of the healer's souls. Yeah.
Okay. And you know that each kit has 10 charges in it, I think, right?
They do not have a limit.
Do they not?
They're just used to help give a bonus to your heal checks. And it's just required to do healing.
Yeah, but if that's the case, why would a bunch of the healing feats say that you have to craft healer's kits?
I'm using healer's tools.
Same thing.
Which don't have a listed limit of how many times you can use them.
Oh, then you might not have a healer's kit. Yeah, because this provides you a +1 bonus to your check.
Yeah, and it gives
Hold on 1
me
second.
all like bandages and herbs and suture tools needed for
Yeah,
medicine checks.
that's the equivalent of the +1. But let's just have a quick look here. Bop, 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 bop. Player core. There we go. Oh no. He's right. There's no expansion. That's that's the previous reading on it. So yeah, no, you're good. Okay. I'll have to read into the healing kit a lot more, but from the most part, you sit down and you will go through your healing.
All right, I have to find the thing. There we go.
Nice. All right, that's 59 healing.
Yep, and now an almost fully healed row.
Mm-hmm.
That should take care of it all. For the most part.
Ro nods and kind of clears her throat a little. Thank you. And as she says it, she's kind of stuttering as if she's having trouble acclimating back to speech.
Well, at least you're able to talk. So, I thought we've got that taken care of. How are you doing overall?
Bad. And that's all you get. She just says the word bad one time. No elaboration. And her pupils aren't as dilated as they were. There's just like a very, very thin ring of color as she's looking at you and trying to communicate.
Well, I'd say take your time to relax and do what you can. Doesn't look like we'll be moving out anytime soon.
As that conversation winds up, Yogi and Boo Boo approach Agnes. Hey, listen, sorry about getting all up in your face there, but look, me and Boo Boo, we're gonna make tracks. You your friend seems to be not a nice person, but I think we're gonna head out on our own. Things happened, stuff was said, people got smacked. But I think it's best that we say our goodbyes here. But I want you to know something. I didn't hate traveling with y'all, but nah, I got nothing. You guys suck.
I truthfully wish that we could
Thank
have
you very
taken you
much
where
for
we
your
went.
words of wisdom.
Okay. He hands
And I
Agnes.
haven't known Ro very long, but she's not that bad, I think. Well, she's not behaving her normal self.
Boo Boo growls. Grr. But Yogi does hand you a picnic basket.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, dearie.
And
And you take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too, Agnes. Okay, come on, little buddy.
Boo-boo,
At
keep
this
Yogi
point,
out of trouble.
yeah, they both kind of laugh. But as they leave, they bump into someone and go, "Oh, whoa, hey, excuse me, buddy." As Ray, you walk past these two massive bears walking on their hind legs. One of them has a bow tie. One of them has a tiny green hat.
Hello, friends. What are you doing here?
We're just leaving.
Oh,
You see
well, have a
behind
lovely
them.
trip.
Oh, thank you. You see behind them the people matching the description of the people you're looking for.
Minus quite a few of them.
Minus quite a few of
Yeah.
them.
So I take a look around and don't see any cause for alarm, so I sheath my morning star because I don't think I need it right now.
You hear Agnes breathe a sigh of
And
relief.
and I will approach Agnes because she looks the the most matronly and motherly and approachable.
All right, Unok, on patrol. All of a sudden, a tiny raccoon has started to charge towards Agnes.
I punt it.
Not
Oh,
that time.
God.
All right, Ray, an armored individual.
It is Super Bowl Sunday, so you know.
Just Agnes, look out! As Urak just comes in with the biggest kick from a 7-foot tall barbarian in heavy armor.
Against
Agnes is
a
like, he
4
just
foot
put his
tall
weapon
raccoon.
away. Never mind.
What do I need?
As soon as Agnes says that, he'll stop just like inches. Like his knee is like right in front of Ray's face.
Can we please, just for 5 minutes, stop cruelty towards animals?
I'm not an animal, I'm a tanuki.
Oh, sorry, I do apologize.
Thank you.
I beg your pardon. sir.
Apology accepted. It is a common mistake, in fairness. So, your name wouldn't happen to be Agnes, would it?
It would indeed, dearie.
Ah,
And I thought I was
And-
the psychic.
well. And is that Dante by any chance?
It would be.
I'm looking for an Agnes and a Dante and a Holly and a. I'm blanking on the name of the Hill Knight,
Alexander.
Alexander. And who else am I missing?
Just that.
Okay.
You see Agnes's face fall at the mention of Alexander.
Wasn't that the name
Ooh.
of your friend that got just absolutely just destroyed by that dragon?
The one you let die because you were just watching him get killed.
I know, right?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. I believe we have a mutual friend. I was sent to see where you were and if things were all right by Cressida.
Oh, Agnes breathes another sigh of relief. And you see she's inspecting you and she's like, no sign of red. Okay, you don't have a fondness for lethal insects or anything, do
No.
you?
Where? No. My
Okay.
I'm green with gold trim is what you see me wearing.
Oh, right, yes,
And,
Krista. Right, Alex. Oh, yes. That's going to sting.
I was told there was a fairy with you as well, but I don't see her.
Oh,
Hi, I'm here. I'm just very quiet. The reason I'm very quiet
Oh.
is because I don't like confrontation and conflict. It's nice to meet you, complete
Understood.
stranger who seems to know a lot about us without any explanation as to how or why you've gotten that information.
Well, my name is Ray, and as I said, I was sent by Cressida to look for the party. She said you had gone to see the Shawanti looking for something to aid the rebellion.
I mean, you certainly are indeed very well informed, and I don't mean to be rude or anything, but, well, we've been through a lot, and not everyone on our journey has been kind. I don't suppose you have some form of proof or anything of who you say who you are? You are who you say you are, even? Sorry, language. Oh, it's been a rough day.
It's, I can see that looking at the scuff marks on the ground and whatnot.
Smell of
Well,
blood everywhere.
I was given a token by another member, Quinn
Oh,
and Padrick,
they're alive.
and yes, well, they were when I left.
Oh, that's fantastic news. Oh,
So I suppose I can show you what the token is, if you looking at Unak going, uh, the token is a weapon. So
Assassin. No. Unak, Unak will just cross his arms judgingly, but he will not reach for his spear yet.
okay. So I will reach into my pack and pull out Stormblade and say, Quinn told me you would recognize this.
I do. Does that mean she's taken up another in its place?
She said in her role she couldn't use it. It was too identifiable,
Good for
and
her.
she felt that it would help me prove myself to you as to that I was who I said I was. She said she would never give it up willingly. Or
Right, so that just means
something
that
along
you know
that.
you
Yes.
killed her.
Yes, well, yes, I may have killed her, but I tried not to.
No, oh, and it is good tidings you bring, but Quinn and Padraig made it back to the city safely at least.
Yeah. So
How are things there?
things are bad. The Grey Maidens have gotten worse. The city is in distress. They're getting more aggressive against people that don't agree with them. We keep losing our comrades and our other people in the rebellion. Frankly, it's getting quite dark, and if we don't get help soon, it's probably going to be over, which is why I was sent out, including with the means of getting you back to the city as quickly as possible. So
Oh, and how would that be?
that would be a spell of or a scroll of teleportation.
Oh, I see. We may need a few moments to well, for everyone to collect themselves, if you wouldn't
Understood.
mind.
I can understand that. Would you like me to step aside?
Oh, you take a seat in
I
what's
will
left of
take
the
a seat.
camp there, I suppose.
Is there a fire? I'll go sit by the fire.
Yeah.
And if the fire is out, I will get it going again.
There is no fire. They were wandering when they were
There
attacked.
you
So, all right, you sit down while the others get ready for their journey. you guys have a moment to obviously discuss before you head out. So if you'd have anything you'd like to take care of, you may do so now.
Is Dante still with Alizara?
Yeah, he'd make sure she was doing all right.
So, just real quick, she's gonna kind of look at you, and her pupils are slowly going back to normal size. There's more and more of the yellow in her face, but she is trembling a little bit. And she says, "Does that happen to you?"
The only time was when I was the crocodile, and it was very unnerving.
She kind of nods. Yeah, yeah, it's been a while since that happened. That was scary. Um, they left, so I can't apologize to them, but I'm sorry for scaring you, at least. I'll probably stay back a little bit, just in case that happens again.
You take your time as you need.
And above table, like by staying back, she means that like when they're journeying, she's gonna be at the back of the group. And like not super far away, but just kind of a few paces back. So that if it does happen again, she can shout, caw, screech, some sort of warning signal.
All right, not a problem. Unak?
Oh, I was muted. Unok is the most conflicted he's been. Uh, well, A, since joining with the party, and just B, ever. Um, because this is twice now where people have transformed into animals and have gone feral in his eyes. And now
Twice
there's,
in a week?
yeah, exactly. And now there is yet another animal person joining. He is, not to say that he's not enthused, but like, I don't really know how to word it. Like, he's gonna be very cautious of them for a while now. And he's gonna he uh because I don't really know how to put it into words. So that's basically what he's going to make an obvious thing to the party. I guess the best way I can put it is, all right, this is twice now. The first time was when you, Dante, became that crocodile and tried to kill us, and now Ro, you became your giant bird and turned into nothing but a feral animal. I'm starting to be a little cautious.
And as
I'm just gonna put it plainly. If it happens again, I'm not going to hesitate to put you down. That is too much of a risk at the moment. What if that happens in the middle of a city?
yep, Unok, as you say the word animal, you see Ro like very, very visibly flinch and like draw back, and she puts her hands up and sighs. That's that's fair. That's fair. And if you feel that that's what you need to do it. And she's just going to kind of run a hand over her face after that and kind of rub off a headache, like rub her head to kind of rub off what feels like the beginning of a headache for her.
Look, at this point, it's nothing. I guess technically it is personal. And as rude as this is going to sound, I apologize if you feel hurt by my words, but it's the truth. This is some dangerous stuff that you guys have access to. Even my stuff I have to be, even my own rage I have to be careful of. I'm not saying that this is going to jeopardize my respect or my friendship with you, because I do respect you guys. Your magic is some of the most powerful I've seen that doesn't come from a dragon. Just try to keep yourself under control. If you need advice for that, ask me. I'd say if anyone knows what it's like to keep back something pretty much uncontrollable, it's me.
Thank you. Thanks. That's really nice. And then she just kind of goes quiet and preps her pack and whatever else needs to be prepped for the next part of the journey.
Uh, you there, new person. What was your name? I already forgot because of everything.
My name is Ray. I didn't catch yours.
I'm Unok. Can we
You're
trust
Unok.
you?
Well, you know, you can trust me to do most things. I hope you have a sense of humor, though. I have been known to have a sense of humor, although at the moment not showing it.
Well,
Oh, good Lord, it's about time because I'd miss Patrick.
And
all right.
this bird person, I don't believe I got your name either.
Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Alizaro. They call me Ro for short. That might be a little
Oh.
bit confusing, actually. Oh well, we'll figure it out.
Ro and Ray, we may have to become friends. Agnes and Dante, I take it these are part of your party now?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, nice to meet you. And since I was sent to bring you all back in to help, I looking around. I see that people have got some damage and whatnot. Do you want to rest before you return, or shall we go now?
I would highly recommend we rest.
One
That bear
extra
kicked my
day.
shit in.
One extra day won't make too much of a difference compared to our normal travel.
This is true.
You say that, all of a sudden we hear a boom in the distance of Corvos.
Mushroom cloud. Oops.
How'd they get a
Uh,
nuke?
Flare on the horizon.
Level 9 wish spell.
I mean, are you familiar with teleportation spells? We don't. I know that we will come in. We will arrive in the city. I don't know where. So given
Okay.
the nature of what's going on in the city, we may want to be prepared to deal with some unpleasantness on arrival. So if you feel a rest would be good, I think that would make sense.
I think a rest would be the most beneficial at the moment. Rose injuries are pretty severe, even though Dante helped with them.
Not to mention, both you and me are not faring too well, but well enough.
Yes, and I fear putting us straight into
Well.
a tense situation again might be, well, not the best.
I do have some small abilities to heal as well if someone is in more urgent need of something. My goddess will help.
Oh, which goddess is that, Daisy?
I follow Milani.
Can't say
Yeah,
I'm
of the rules.
entirely familiar. This is my first time outside of Belkton, and, well, with... I'm used to the Orca gods, but everyone else's is kind of just out there.
That would be fair. Well, Milani is the mother of rebellion, and we like to think justice and hope. So we are not as commonly known as possible, although you may have encountered some of our brethren at various points. There is a... I just blanked on the night order. But I should know this, but I apologize.
Can you explain what the Night Order is? Like what they do? Would
Yeah,
that
they
be
were involved
easier?
in rebellion and assisting.
The Silver Ravens.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, if you tell
I
me
don't
what
know
the
if you've
Orders
ever-
does, I mean, like, I could probably help you.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's the one that typically follows Milani that is primarily dealing with.
True.
You know,
And they are based out of Kintargo, though, so it's quite a way away.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Oh, fair enough.
No, never mind. I was just thinking if Alexander was still with us, well,
Might have been a
I'd
challenge.
seen a bit more. Yes.
So, however, I'm a mere champion. Nothing fancy.
I'm a mere champion, nothing fancy, at level 12.
Yes.
There's being humble, and then there's bullshit. You know, like just putting that out there, right?
Oh yeah,
No one at level 12, right, is like, oh yeah, you know, whatever. I just have, you know, the magical ability to sunder reality at my will. But you know, like, who doesn't these days?
Right.
It's
That's
so
like Unok saying he's
bourgeoisie.
just a mere dragon hunter. Like he's only killed like a
Sure.
worm or a weirm, however you want to pronounce it.
Only 3 worms though.
That's it.
Only 3, yeah.
I didn't even get out of bed for like 4. Okay. After a brief conversation getting to know your new compatriot, he informs you of a small village not too far away. It's a few hours out, and you should reach it by sundown. And with any luck, you'll be able to get some rest and respite there. After traveling a short distance, you arrive at said town, but something's wrong. It's completely abandoned. Not a single soul remains. Ray, I need you to make me a intelligence check.
An intelligence check. That is off on the first tab. Do, do, do. 15. Not the brightest guy in the crowd.
Okay. Yeah, you're
Or
good.
is that a perception check? Did I do the right
just
thing?
an intelligence
Okay.
check.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. What do? You have arrived in the abandoned village.
Does it look like a... Well, first thing Unok's gonna do is look to see if it for signs of a dragon. You know, claw marks, breath, weapon remains, like the
No
residue,
sign,
stuff like that.
no signs of a dragon at all.
And
I
how
was just gonna
quiet
like
is
sniff
it?
the air to see if she can sniff like cooking fires or the smells of cooking. Like it's getting on towards evening, so you would expect like maybe
You don't
cooking
really
smells be
smell
wafting through a
anything.
village.
No, you don't really smell anything. Like cooking or anything like that. Like it seems like these people have been gone like the better part of the day, maybe.
Above the table, did I go through this village
Yes.
on my way?
Yeah.
Okay. And it was not abandoned when I went through it.
No, it was not.
This is strange. There were people here when I passed through on my way. That was I'm assuming within a day or two of, well, certainly within a day of the stuff. So just yesterday there were people here.
Mm-hmm.
It's quiet.
Something's wrong.
It's too quiet.
Right, well, let's just everyone get ready and approach cautiously.
And with that, Unok's gonna ready his spear up just in case.
Okay.
And I'm gonna draw my morning star.
Excellent. You do so. You walk around the village. It is still abandoned.
Agnes is gonna like approach one of the doors and see like if it's locked or
Nope. Door swings wide open.
inside. Does there look like signs of like hurriedness, like chairs knocked over and cupboards look like people have grabbed stuff before they've ran away or whatever kind of thing, you know, like is it
Yes,
a mess or...
not so much things knocked over and stuff like that, but yes, people have grabbed some of their like precious belongings and just taken off. They seem to have gone so in a little bit of a hurry, but not like what do you call it? A human
panic.
stampede. What do they call those? They're called.
A
Don't
riot?
know. I didn't know there was a word for a human stampede.
There is.
I thought it was just called stampede.
Is it called a stampede? No, it's not a riot.
Evacuation or mob?
No, it's neither of those things.
Yeah, so it's just like people were told we have to leave now, grab as much as you can, you've got 5 minutes kind of situation.
Yeah. It wasn't
okay.
evacuation, but what I'm saying is it's not people clambering over each other, trampling each other.
Well,
Yeah.
people seem to leave in a hurry. I mean, they had at least time to grab a few precious belongings, it seems. There's no sign of damage that I can see.
And the rest of us are not seeing anything.
Nope. Abandoned village is abandoned.
Well, I say we hole up in whichever's the biggest building and then have 2 people on watch while the rest sleep and then take turns just to be on the safe side.
All right, you enter a watch. Who's on first watch?
Wait.
Sorry, was that Dante?
Unok for sure.
Oh, Unok?
Yeah.
Alright.
Are they
Unok
going
will
to trust
always
me on watch?
volunteer for-
Whoever is on first watch, make a perception check.
Skills.
All right. Goes by pretty well. Second person on watch, please make me a perception check.
Above the table, am I going to be trusted with a watch, or are you guys going to be just keeping me separately?
I don't see no reason not to.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, these are
Ro
the
would trust Ray on watch with her because she would trust him to keep her in check or notice if anything goes sideways with her animalism.
Mm-hmm.
Unok's willing to give the new guy a chance.
Okay.
So do you want a perception check from me as well, then, or not?
Whoever goes next, yes, indeed.
What the hey? Oh dear.
I
That
knew
was
we
a-
should have trusted him.
That was a dirty die. It rolled off a number.
Dang.
It did.
Oh.
It did.
It was.
Unfortunate,
Yeah,
but
it was.
no.
Of course, that's when whatever attacks.
Of course it is.
All right. Third and final watch.
That was a third. Unak went, then Roll got a
Oh.
critical success with a 40. and
Oh,
then-
sorry, I didn't see Ro's one. My apologies. Ro,
Yes.
you don't remember this very, very large castle in the distance being quite so close. You look over the horizon, you see a tree line and stuff like that, but you see a castle. Like, it's got ramparts, it's got, like, thing looks abandoned, it's covered in, like, fungus and moss and stuff. But, like, you remember when you came into town, it felt like maybe it was a little bit further away.
Ray, and she's gonna very gently elbow him. You see that? And she points at the castle. Oh,
Wasn't that
that was
further away before?
You don't actually notice that, Ray.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
But yeah, she's gonna
But you do see
nudge
the
him and
castle.
Yeah, I see a castle.
It wasn't that close the last time I was here. I think it moved. Either that or my head is still banged up from earlier.
Castles
oh,
don't
no,
move.
Unok gave her brain damage.
Castles don't move. Your head must be damaged.
He speared her too hard in the head. Oh no!
Oh, no.
Ray got an inspiration, by the way,
Mhm.
if that does anything at this point.
You get to get another roll on a d20 roll.
Just a d20.
Just the d20s.
Any d20 roll, yeah.
Oh, should I re-roll my perception, or should I wait for something different?
It's just your
it's your next
your
one.
next. Yeah, your
Okay,
next one
yep.
has advantage.
All right.
Done. Okay.
Well, what do you do with this information? Ray, you kind of try to keep an eye on the castle.
Yeah.
Make me another perception check. Why not? With advantage.
Okay. Do I right-click on that when I'm dragging? Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, nice. Critical success.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice
Well,
something is drastically wrong. This castle is definitely moving in leaps and strides. You hear the sounds slowly approaching of wood snapping, and you can see kind of at the edge of the village suddenly a big plume of dust and debris clear one of the buildings that happens to be between you and whatever this thing is. And you notice now what you thought was a castle peering over the top of the tree line is actually
A Tarrasque.
a Tarrasque. Is actually
Not again.
Rask is like a dragon.
Had to fight out of one.
Looks like you're gonna have to do it a second time.
Well, I don't have a good picture of it, but effectively it is
Ooh.
a giant stone castle that seems to be moving parts of its structure as limbs, making their way towards you. As it does so, you watch as the building pieces that it has destroyed, it begins to amalgamate into its form. And it is heading towards what looks to be a building that may have once possibly served as a magic potions or an alchemist area. If it gets to there and assimilates it, it is going to gain some good old magic powers, which I'm going to use our plot twist magic moments for. But this is our wandering boss. It is a self-sustaining castle, otherwise known as a an animated colossus.
Everybody wake up.
Yeah, what?
We've got something coming. And it's very big. It looks like a castle, but it's moving.
It's so big.
What are you talking about? Castles don't move.
Rogue,
Strangely enough, I said the same
grabs
thing.
Unok. Rogue grabs Unok and like it tries to point at it. Like, dude, come on.
Calm down. He goes outside to look. Oh. What the fuck is that thing?
And with that, we're going to end today's session.
That's
As our heroes prepare to deal
Yeah, I
with
love that.
the giant wandering colossus. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a great time. I know that I certainly did. Welcome once again to Cookie Steve for joining us with their new character, Ray. I look forward to figuring out more and more of them as time goes on. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see Holly returning to the table sometime soon. And then we'll have our whole group. And in the meantime, however, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for all of our raiders, Forge of Lore, GaryCon Live, and Dice Legends. Thank you so much for being here, for joining us, and for having a good time with us. I cannot express enough how much it means to us to have those of you who are still with us, still here. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. Just come here, play some Pathfinder, hang out, have a good time. And until we meet again, as always, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the hell not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye.
Bye.